the hell? Dude, if I sit down, it's not gonna. Okay, let's do this. This work? Oh no, I feel like it should be a little bit lower. Oh, maybe this might be nice. All right. So, what is going on, guys? Back with trade recap. We're gonna be talking about Tuesday. As you can see, the count is around almost at 51,800. So we're close to that 2,000 mark in profit. Recently, price has been I think it has to do with Thanksgiving and holidays and stuff like that, right? So we're gonna just go ahead and jump into today's trade. Let me go ahead and pull this up. We're gonna go do this on NQ, and I'm also gonna show you guys what happened to me in Top Step, and I kind of missed the trade, right? I could go ahead and pull out the chat, or I could go ahead and just show you guys the time frame. So it was around almost 7:50, 8 o'clock on Tuesday. So let me just go ahead and delete this. 7:50. Oh yeah, I had already marked it out. You see this right here? So I really wanted to take this trade. I ended up missing it. Not really a big deal. So sell side swept right here. We also are bouncing in this fair value gap over here on the left. So we have this candle closure. This would have been a pretty good entry. Right here, stop loss, maybe a little bit under this order block right here as well. You have this bullish order block right here. And then you just target these highs. And then you can also target these highs over here as well. So, really good trade. I think this was the trade of the day. Because price after that was kind of just really bad, right? Not really any good moves. But so this is how it looks on TradingView. You see this candle close? This candle closed right on it. Now, if you go on Topsec X, and then what time was this? At 7:56. 7:56. Yeah, right over here. I had it marked out. The candle does not actually close, and it looks different. And so I messaged them, and this is what they said. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this up. This is what they said. So Topsec S is designated to be an optimal for a higher frequency trading style, and its charts refresh every 50 milliseconds. While TradingView is a world-class platform that caters to a more general audience, and its charts update at a rare of a once per second. The difference is especially noticeable during high periods of market volatility. Now, I wasn't really complaining. I wasn't asking for give my money back, because I'm pretty much up on the day. It was actually break even, but just a little bit more over break even, right? But I was just letting him know. But I did not know that TopSec X was every 50 milliseconds compared to TradingView. I do see Dodgy and other traders chart on TradingView, and then they take the order on TopSec X. I have my retainers on, so see this. So sorry for that. I think that's something I'm gonna start doing now. Just because I would have taken this trade instantly. I mean, I still could have taken this trade off of this second candle closure, and it still would have played out. But initially, you really just want this candle close right here is really perfect, right? Because a little bit higher, you just makes your RR a little bit bigger, right? So this candle closure is literally perfect, and on top of that X, that was not what happened. So I just want to go ahead and just message them, and I wasn't asking for anything, just letting them know, hey, there's this, why is this not the same? Can you explain? And that's what they ended up telling me. It's because Top Step X is a little bit faster compared to trading view, and I don't really know how I feel about that. Maybe that's why you get filled faster in tops at X. Perhaps I don't really know, but I mean that's how they replied. So so this was actually the very first trade. Actually no, I think it was another trade. Let me go ahead and pull this up. So it was in my journal. It was yeah, and so the first trade I actually ended up taking was over here at this high. So I could go ahead and replay this. So we had this fair value gap here get formed. I can go ahead and delete this as well. And not only that, on the higher time frame, or just zooming out and just looking left, we were coming out of this bearish fair value gap on the left, right? I think this was from yesterday. No, it was just no, yeah, from Tuesday, but it was just early morning. Right. So, we also swept liquidity, right? We also swept all these highs right over here. We swept these highs, and so we swept buy side. We tapped into a fair value gap, and we got good rejection off of it, and ended up going back to the downside. Right, we're pretty solid momentum. So I actually ended up taking this trade at this candle closure. Stop loss right over here. And my TP first was actually break even here. And I actually was targeting potentially these highs and then maybe scale out a bit more at these lows, right? But price actually ended up just tapping this out. It started chopping a bit and then it continued to end up going. Now, this, you watched my last video, it was about being break even, and if I didn't move my stop loss to break even here, the trade would have panned out perfectly. This would have been 33 points. But this is not the first time. This is multiple times that it's happened to me that where I get stopped out because I move my stop loss to break even. Now I don't know if I'm taking break even correctly. Like, should my break even be up here or should it be down here? Right? I don't really know how to. No, this should be a final TP right over here, if at most, right? Or maybe my break even should have been this engineered low down here. Yeah, I really don't know, but for the most part, today and yesterday, pretty much break even. I'm barely up in profits. Yesterday I was up like $50. Today I'm up like another 50, as you can see. So it's like it's barely going up. But yeah, I really don't know. I guess you can say the break even. No, the break even did not save me because it didn't fully stop me out, right? So I don't really know how to. I didn't know how I feel about this. Obviously every trader, like if you get stopped out or you get wicked out and then price goes the direction you wanted it to go originally, obviously every trader gets kind of annoyed because you were in that trade and then it just didn't end up happening in your favor, right? So I mean, I don't really know. I was kind of annoyed. I was like, whatever, bro. But right, so price was doing its thing, and then the second trade happened that I did not end up taking, and I think this was the trade of the day. This was literally perfect. Yeah, this was literally perfect. So this second trade was the trade of the day, and we're gonna go ahead and delete all of this and go on the 1 hour just to see what we were dealing with, right? On the 1 hour. So let me go ahead and delete this. Let me go ahead and replay 6 a.m. Yeah. So we have lows over here. Highs over here. We have these lows that we just tapped into. Look on the 4 hour as well. And then we have this 4 hour fair value gap here just being respected, right? So we're just the entire day. Just look at this. So we ended up sweeping up, but this was later on during PM, right? So this was 11, right? But throughout the entire morning, I usually stop trading around 9 o'clock. It was literally just coming back down, liquidity grab, coming back up, liquidity grab, coming back down. So this range was just really funny to look at. But for some reason, price action was not that bad today. It offered some pretty good stuff. And yeah, so that is today's trade recap. I appreciate you guys. I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace. Have a good night.